that made me start thinking that, but it was a pretty like significant thing to cause me to like just change my life. Like I threw away like all of my weed marijuana flower things, and I wasn't drinking anymore. I wasn't hanging out with my old friends. I was just hanging out with my daughter and my then girlfriend, and yeah, I actually proposed as well like a year like before that. But yeah, so I had this moment, and I stopped doing my brand, even though it was very promising, and everybody liked it. Definitely was on its way in blowing up. Just to mention, if you do check out my old brand's Instagram, make sure not to watch the only video that's on there. I command you not to watch the only video that's on there, because it's it's excluded from the brand's Instagram account. So I'm commanding you not to watch it. Don't watch that fucking video. So anyway, so that happened. I stopped doing my brand, and this is what this entire video is about. So I stopped doing my brand, I stopped doing my music. My life changed for whatever reason, but I became like a god person, which is fucking stupid. But and I'm completely like apart from that now. But um, so I delete my Instagram. I'm just living like a god person, like for a couple months of that year, 2014. Just going to church and spending time with family, or taking care of my family, whatever. And so probably like later in the year, or a couple oh, yeah, like a couple yeah, a couple months later, maybe like half a year or almost a year, I decide I'll make a new Instagram account. So I'm finally back on Instagram, um, which is crazy because given all these other things, I was very popular on Instagram, and I go back on my Instagram, or I make a new Instagram. I go back on Instagram, and I still have my account from my brand and shit. And then I see that I find this brand, and it looks exactly like my old brand, but I'm not doing my brand anymore. And I see it's the exact same logo, but uh, they changed the title of the brand from Locale to Live Fit, but it's the exact same font. It's the exact same font, and I mean, I saw it and I was like, this is a fucking blatant fucking copy. Who the fuck is this? And I find out that it's this fucking dumbass from Long Beach, and just for like documentation like sake, like um I don't consider Carson, when I was living in Carson, my hometown to an extent, but I definitely would say that I can associate with that as like a place I've lived. I could associate myself with Carson, and Long Beach was just like a fucking like. It's just kind of like just just lower than Carson, always lower than Carson, and a lot of bad energy, a lot of like just envy and things, and towards other people. I'm not sure why, but that's just how it was, and that's when those things are considered. So, um, of course, when I see that it's somebody from Long Beach stealing my fucking brand, I was like, this is stupid. What the fuck is this idiot doing? But anyway, uh, so for whatever reason, I'm not sure why, I was mad, but I didn't say anything initially, but I didn't declare necessarily that, uh, I didn't declare publicly that I wasn't doing my brand anymore. I mean, there were plenty of people who had like my things, our shirts and things, and plenty of people who listened with my music. So, but anyway, I see it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is all about, but I suppose at the time all I was thinking about was being with Jesus, being holy, and things like that. So, uh, yeah. So that entire time, uh, I'm just living my life. I have more kids. I end up married. I think it was my fucking then like girlfriend that eventually became my wife. But yeah. So I'm just going through my life, during that time with my family. I haven't. I don't say anything about whoever stole my brand, and I'm not sure why I don't say anything. I don't know why it doesn't come to my mind. But anyway, it's yeah. Continue till around 2019 till around 2020. I'm actually living in Orange County. During that entire time that I am in my apartment or wherever it is with my wife and my kids, and I'm actually, yeah, just working in sales that entire time, and yeah, eventually, well, anyway, eventually things happen in my life, and yeah, working in sales is definitely extremely draining, and all of a sudden it popped in my head that I should I should probably make this public at this point. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, So yeah, I have my God thing, and then I stopped doing my brand, and I stopped making music, and I deleted my Instagram account, and yeah, my first Instagram account that I had in or that I was using in college, my college Instagram account, and so yeah, I have my God moment, all those things, and then and in retrospect, I say God moment in a negative way, uh, as in, I'm not at this point in my life. I'm not sure if I believe in God. I have looked in with other religions, but anyway, so further in the year of that year, all that happened in 2014. I am on Instagram again, and yeah, I see that somebody stole my brand and renamed it, and it's fucking disgusting. So, yeah, that's what's happening now. So, I see that this person stole it, and this particular person stole it. They stole everything, and the thing that I always made sure of was that I still had my brand's Instagram account, and whatever history or documentation of my brand that that showed that it was mine. I created it, and that yeah, that it was my brand. So yeah, I had some pictures on Twitter and things, my Twitter account at the time, and all of my friends knew about it, and yeah, plenty of people had like our shirts and things, like I was saying, and yeah, yeah, the thing that I always made sure of was that I had those posts that were time stamped with the date on Instagram, or yeah, on these apps online on the internet. I always made sure of it so that I could just cite that this brand came after mine, and I mean, the person that stole it, this Cambodian person, Randall, Randall Pich, stole it. They were living in the city next with mine, and so it's somebody familiar, and yeah, I always made sure if I was ever going to